Nice two-line salamander. Playing dead. Hello. I've thoroughly washed my hands in the stream water here, just to make sure that I don't put any soap residue on him or any of my oils, the oils from my skin. Oh my goodness. You're not too happy, are you? There you go. What a beauty. One of just a few species of salamanders that you can find in New York City. So here's a close-up of Symphocarpus foetidus' flowers. It's a cluster of ovaries. And in this one, this species, the female flowers will be mature before the male parts, or the male portions of the flowers. And what we're seeing here are the anthers, which at this time of the year would be ready. The female portions will be ready in some other flowers. This is Protogynous. This is a really awesome plant. It's got a beautiful flower if you learn to appreciate it. And, well, inflorescence would be the term, right? Because it's more than one flower. And it's very interesting for its thermogenicity as well. Here's one of our natives in the lily family. And it's one of our first spring flowers. This is adder's tongue or trout lily, also known as Erythronium americana. Here's an open flower. Let's take a closer look. Let's take a closer look at the flower anatomy here. There you go. 3 sepals, 3 petals, all look the same. I guess you can call them tepals. Look at those anthers. Definitely in the lily family. A spring ephemeral. This is a spring ephemeral. You'll see it now at this time of the year. By late May, it's gone. You won't be able to see it. If even that long, it might disappear by the middle of May or earlier. I swear, this thing is opening before my very own eyes. It was much more closed just about 2 minutes ago. It'll reach anthesis probably by the end of the day, if not tomorrow. You know, I could have sworn this thing was not this open just about a minute ago. Yeah, probably reach anthesis by the end of the day, maybe. If not, then tomorrow. Again, Erythronium americanum, yellow trout lily. Here's another spring, early spring plant, Uvularia. Uvularia. Maybe Sessiflora. I'm not sure what the species is. It hasn't flowered yet. A bit early, but it's got yellow, I guess you can call it campanulate, or at least drooping flowers. It's a real beauty. Oh, so here's a nice surprise. I've got early meadow rue in the Ranunculus family, Ranunculaceae, Crowfoot. And you can tell from the leaves why it gets that Crowfoot name. Let's see if I lower the contrast here. There you go. This looks like a male plant. He's got the showy male flowers with the green sepals and the yellow filaments of the male flowers. This is another one of our natives, our woodland natives. And you know what? I don't think I've seen this anywhere else in New York City. Maybe in other parts of the Bronx, or which is part of the mainland United States. This is a real treat to see. It forms a nice caudex at the base. And it forms a nice caudex at the base, which withers away at the end of this growing season. And this one's coming up from a new caudex. Wow, real nice. Here we've got a real treat. A nice native plant. Comes up every spring, but only lasts maybe a day or a couple of days. This is Bloodroot. And I can tell it's Bloodroot even though it's not open yet, by the white flowers borne on a separate stem from the leaves that look quite unique. Let's see if we can get a close-up. Very palmate leaf. Sanguinaria canadensis, bloodroot. And it's called bloodroot, I believe, because the root exudes a reddish, or maybe red juice. I've never dug one up before, so I haven't seen it firsthand. Beautiful. Too bad caught it just a bit early. This one seems to have a tinge of pink on it. It might open later today. And growing amongst it are the yellow trout lilies, which haven't yet flowered. What a beauty. Well, another beauty. The bloodroot. Sanguinaria canadensis. Here it is about, I guess, a week in advance in comparison to the other ones. This one's actually open. Oh, maybe not a week, maybe just 2 days or so. Yeah, about 2 days. So this is exciting. I've got in one day 2 salamander species. Although right here, right now, I'm looking at 2 species, not related to each other. All right. These are the eggs of the spotted salamander. And the other species that I'm talking about is Uvularia ambistomatus. This is the green algae that lives in symbiosis within the eggs of the spotted salamander. Now look for them in ephemeral ponds, near vegetation, close to the surface where they can get plenty of sunlight. Let's take a closer look. There are the developing embryos. And notice the greenish hue that the eggs have. There we go. There's the egg mass. Not loose at all, very compact. In another part of the park, there is what looks to me to be a slightly different species, a sister species of the other bellwort, of the Uvularia. And we'll just leave it at Uvularia for now. I'll put the name down later if I can find it. And there's a whole bunch of them, and in this side of the park they're in flower. This is one of our treasures. Here is a staple of our spring ephemerals, Spring Beauty, Harbinger of spring, I guess. Claytonia virginica in the Montiaceae. Here's a closer look at the flowers. 5 petals. Look at those pink veins on the petals. A real beauty. Wow. Yeah, look for these in early spring, April through May, in these open meadows or at the edge of the forests where they're getting plenty of sunlight. With this one you can really see why it's called Spring Beauty. Look at those pink veins. Wow.